Welcome to Board Game TV, and today's Terror Tuesday, and we're going to be playing Fireteam Zero by Emergent Games. First, let's go over, I guess, the background for Fireteam Zero, or the backdrop. Basically, what there is this artifact thing that from another world or from hell or who knows what that comes into play when large conflicts happen and large amounts of blood are shed, and it takes over people and turns them into monsters and that kind of stuff. And it was first discovered in World War I, and by luck they weren't the Allies in World War I. What were they in World War I? Whatever, the good guy, the Americans and French and stuff like that, World War I, were actually able to accidentally stop it. And so they began to do research on it, what they could, and then World War II come along, and boom, there's massive bloodshed all over the continents. And so the artifact is doing things to people, doesn't matter what side they're on, that kind of thing. The Germans probably want it, nobody wanted to do their own research because of course, everybody thinks they can control it. But what the Americans figured out is that if you send in a small team of capable heroes before the outbreak really gets going, while the artifact is still turning and possessing people, it can be stopped. Hence, that's where Fireteam Zero comes in. And so, this game takes place in World War II. That was one of the things that intrigued me about this game. I love survival horror games. Those are my favorite. Doesn't matter what genre they're in, science fiction, fantasy, modern day, and World War II. Because I like the movie Hellboy and stuff, and it has a good vibe. And this kind of gives off that vibe. And so I have this, and I have all the two expansions, the European cycle and the African cycle for this. However, there are a couple gripes I do have with the game. I wish this game would have focused more on exploring than you're constantly beating back and fighting monsters, which is the purpose of the game. You never really get a rest or a break or a chance to explore or stuff like that. However, still didn't deter me. I still thought the game was interesting. I thought the monsters and the miniatures were really cool ideas. And so, I got the game. There are a couple of things I want to mention before we get into the rules of the game. One of the things I want to mention is since I do have both expansions, I have a gear card deck. Now, when you search, like you go to one of these spawn token places and you search, you get a recon card. Well, the African cycle lets you put gear cards in there as well. You have your objective cards that are in there, and then you have random events, and then I put 2 gear cards in there. The only problem is that on the card, it doesn't say recon, it says gear. The rest of the card is basically the same, but it says gear. So I wish they would have come up with a different way to... It forces you have to draw from the bottom of the deck. You can't really draw from the top of the deck, or hey, the next card's a gear card. I wish they would have done something like that. The European expansion gave our specialists cards that they can use, and we'll get into that in a second. So we're going to be using that. Also, there's a rule change that I'm going to be doing. This is your leader token. So you give it to a person, and the next turn you're supposed to pass the token to the left, and that person becomes the leader and the first player. I'm not doing that. Our leader is the leader. He's Sarge. He's always going to be the leader. He is the leader. And I can let my heroes go in any order they want. Okay? So, this game plays where you have a deck of cards. Right here. Here's your card pool. And you draw 5 cards. to start with, and you can play cards. And if you ever run out of cards in your hand, that's your health. And your health, if you have to discard a card and you can't, then your character is, let's say it's this guy, he's knocked out, and then you flip this lucky coin to its two-face side, or yeah, two-face, bad side. And then if another hero would ever get knocked down when this coin is like this, you lose the game. There are ways to flip the coin back to its good side. Usually completing an objective is one, that type of thing. When you are knocked down, you can't do anything. So we have to do a mission, and then once we get done with finding our objectives, we have to get to the exit space, which is this space right here. All heroes have to get to the exit space. If they don't, the game is over. We lose. These are scenario-based missions, so each mission will be a little different. Also, another thing I'm going to do is the setup told me to have 2 monsters per hero in a spawn pool, and it told me to use the these corrupted animals. For Children of Typhoon is the group, and the corrupted animals are part of that group. However, I do have a couple of the monster packs and the Kickstarter stretch goals, so in order to vary it up a little bit, and I want to do this with the other missions as well, I added another minion to the group. So I only did 1 of these per hero, and then 1 of these per hero, and these are these malignant vermin, as you can see. The miniatures that come with this game are really good. I mean, that was, usually about miniature games, you say, well, they're really good, but for this one, they are really good. They're really good miniatures, and that was one of the other things that drew me to the game. So we'll go ahead and get started. Let's go over what our mission is going to be. It's Operation Typhoon's Children and Act 1 River Crossing, and it's going to have 3 acts. At 15:30 on 09 July, Lieutenant Marcus Chamber returned to friendly lines after his Horsa glider failed to reach its objective, the Point Grande Bridge spanning the Napo River in Italy. The lieutenant claims that 11 men survived the crash but were subsequently attacked and killed by unknown combatants prior to rescue. When found, Lieutenant Timber was in possession of an animal carcass which he claimed was responsible for the deaths of 10 armed and alert soldiers. Division 0 intercepted the report and acquired the carcass for study, noting several telltale deformities they have believed indicate the presence of an active and aggressive supernatural artifact. Area reconnaissance has determined that the likely location of the artifact is the village of Valkua near the bridge. Fireteam 0 is to locate and neutralize the artifact before it can contaminate the region. Alright, Abe's log. Looks like we're not going to be using the bridge. Operation Ladbroke was a complete bust, which was a surprise to exactly nobody. They packed 2,000 men and a bunch of green pilots into gliders and threw them at a bridge in the middle of the night. Most of them crashed or wound up drowning their crews at sea. Point Grande Bridge is now under the control of the 75th Napoleon Infantry Regiment, rendering it unusable for our mission. Scuttlebutt is that the Royal Scots Fusiliers are on the way, but we don't have time to wait for them to tidy up the bridge for us. There's a civilian ferry terminal about 12 miles downriver, so that we'll have to do. If we push hard, we'll arrive just before dawn. Mission goal is cross the Napo River using the designated ferry. So we have 2 objectives here that we actually have to do because the story told us to do this. And one objective is to repair the ferry. We need to get across the river, but the ferry isn't going anywhere like this. Someone must have been working on it when things went to hell because the propeller's missing. And if that were enough, the gas tank is flat empty. So we'll have to find, and it's in the recon deck somewhere, and we'll do that by searching. Looks like we'll have to find the propeller and some gas or something, and then every time we find one of them, we put a little token here on the car to let us know we've finished. The second one is acquire specimen samples. If we don't figure out what we're up against and fast, we're dead. That means Henry needs some monster corpses to dissect.
They need to be fresh and in one piece, so precision is key. If a monster is killed in Henry's location by an attack inflicting no more than 1 excess damage, place an intel token on this card. And we got to do that 3 times. Let's go over Henry and Patrick. These are our specialists. Here's Henry. And here's Patrick. My painting is again suspect. But what you can do. Alright, so these specialist guys don't fight. They can't be killed. They move with us. So we cannot leave them in space by themselves. They have to move with us. And they can move with any hero. So when a hero moves, we say, hey, we'll take Henry along. There is one thing to note, though. Let's say this guy was in this space and he got knocked down. Nobody to protect these guys. We have to move the threat track up 1. We have to move the threat track up every round anyways, but we would have to move it up an extra 1 for every specialist that is in that space. When a threat track gets here, we have to put a twist card up here, and these are bad news. They're going to make the game extremely hard for us. So I actually kind of doubt we're going to survive this mission, even though this is the first mission. Well, whenever Henry has his specialist card, it says you may advance a threat track and spend a token during your turn to place the token in any location in the lore specialist sector. The first time a minion or elite enters that location, kill it and remove the token. So he's got 3 tokens he can do that. So you can advance the track, but kill a monster, I don't know if that's a good trade-off, to be honest with you. Patrick is the psychic specialist. He's the lore specialist, Henry is, and he has, you may advance a threat track and spend a token to reveal the top 2 cards of the recon deck, then return them to the top of the deck in the same order. So basically you get to look at the top 2 cards. You can't do anything about them, but you can look at them. So I probably won't use that. So let's go over our heroes. Every hero gets a focus card. That's a special ability. And they each have a stack that high, and I randomly picked all the focus cards. So our leader here, he has first aid. It says, as an action, you may allow an ally in your location to draw 1 card. Alright, and here's Abe Sarge Green. He is the leader. Tell you what, if my plan gets us killed, I owe you a beer. And here he is right here. We have Shadow Rat Decatur. He's a close combat specialist. The monsters, they don't bother me none. The only thing to be scared of in the dark is me. And of course, close combat is close combat guy. And he has a parry. So once per round, you may reduce the damage inflicted on you by a brawl attack to 0. So that's pretty good, actually. We have our Demolition Man. And it's not Sylvester Stallone, it's Donnie Sonny Heimel. I never heard so much complaining in my life. First they're mad because there are too many monsters, now they're mad about catching a little shrapnel. Make up your minds already. And he has, when you perform a bomb attack, you may choose to affect only a single target. Okay, now that's important because you have 3 different attacks in this game. You have Brawl, which is represented by these fists. You have Bullets, which are represented by like guns. And you have Grenades, which are represented by, explosives. If you were to attack a monster with an explosive, okay, everybody in that space, heroes included, is going to get damage from that. So if Sonny here, and this is his figure, right here. Oh, here's Rat's figure. So let's say Rat was in this space right here with these monsters, and Sonny was to throw a grenade or something in there, then Rat would be affected by and hurt by it. However, that ability is pretty good because it only lets him hit 1 target. It doesn't hurt everybody in there. So if there's a friendly person in there, they're not going to get damaged by that, which is good. And then we have our sniper, Frank Eaton. It says, to be honest, these creepy bastards all look the same to me through the scope. Dead. He's a marksman. It says when you perform a bullet attack, the attack range of any card you play is increased to a minimum of 2. Which is also pretty good. Because
usually when you play a card, like let's say he wanted to play this card right here, direct hit. Well, that's a range of 1. This is the range. This is how many dice you get to roll, and that kind of thing. However, if I were to use that, then I can go up to 3 spaces away. See, like 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what do you do? How do you do combat? Well, you play a card. Well, we'll go over the steps in a second, but we have these different monsters we have. And the thing to note about monsters, and let's just note this, is that in order to kill a monster, which it has 2 life points, there's our life points. In order to kill a monster, you have to inflict all damage in one hit, one blow, one roll of the dice. There's no leftover damage or wounding it, and then none of that. Now, so you have to do 2 damage to it in one thing. However, it has a defense. Each monster has a defense. Like this one has a 1 defense against brawl, 1 defense against bullets, and 0 defense against grenades. So if let's say Frank were to shoot the monster, and he would roll 4 dice, and for every bullet is a hit. So I got 2 bullets. Let's say I rolled 2 bullets with this. I still will not defeat him because he has a defense of 1. So I would actually need to roll 3 bullets to take this monster out. Once you do that, the monster's taken out. It's taken off the board and put back in the spawn pool, and then we will redo. Next phase will come back in. So let's go over our phases. Well, let's go over one last thing. Let's go over terrain. Okay. Each hero can move 2 spaces. Alright. There are 4 different types of terrain in this game. There's difficult terrain, which is this yellow or oranges here. And it takes each hero 2 spaces to move, two movement points to move into them. So you're not going to be moving on really far on this map. Okay? Monsters are unaffected by that, by the way. Then there's impassable terrain, and that's this kind of stuff right here with these. God, dog, this freaking glare here. I gotta do something about that. We're gonna do something about that. Nobody can move into that. Where did this go? And also, monsters are affected by that. They don't move into that either. And then there's normal terrain, which is, you know, the regular type of terrain here. And then we have elevated terrain. Now, there's no elevated terrain on this map. It's like a orangish yellow type thing. They could have did a little bit better job with that. However, all of other terrain does is if you are a hero in elevated terrain and you are attacking somebody in non-elevated terrain, you get another attack die. And then there's cover, which we don't have on this one either, which is if you're like inside a building or something like that. If anybody attacks you or you attack a monster in cover, you get 1 less attack die. You can shoot through cover, no problem. There is really no line of sight in this game, which I kind of find weird. I think on the indoor maps though, I don't know, I may change that up a little bit. So there we go. Alright, so we've got the basic rules going. Let's go over what we have to do. The first phase in our sequence is the tactics phase. It says determine start player. Now this is skipped on the first round, and this is going to be skipped anyways because it's and then pass the player token to the left. We're just, you know, Abe's leader. We can go in anywhere we want. Play a tactical response. Option skipped on the first round, so it's going to be skipped on this. But let's go over. See a tactical response. You see on our cards we have attack, reaction, and tactics. Now attack is something, hey, I want to attack this monster, I want to play this. There you go. Simple.
Okay, and you discard the card. Reaction is something that usually has conditions to when you can play it, and then you can play it at any time. You can only play one reaction card per round, per player. And it's like this one has play at the end of an ally's turn. You may move to their location and then draw one card. So you know that has conditions. You can play it. You can play it anytime, but you can only play one per character. Now, if attack, you can play as many attack cards as you want as long as they match. Like if I have 2 concussive devices, I can play both these cards. A little overkill, but hey. Alright, so tactics. Tactics cards are usually, here's the bottom here, you play this. They are usually big gun type stuff to where you do, massive damage to the bad guys on the board. Like this one here is kill up to 4 minions and elites anywhere on the battlefield. Well, I could play that and just kill 4 monsters right off the bat. However, I get rid of the card. However, next round, Sonny cannot, Sonny Heimel here, he cannot draw cards. If you play a tactical response, when it comes to the draw phase, to redraw some more cards, you cannot draw any cards that turn. Okay, so you're going to be like a little wounded because you're going to be missing cards. And you can only play one tactical response per the tactical response phase. Only one player can play one. Now, if everybody has tactical response cards, you can decide which one to play, but only one can be played. Okay, and then you draw action cards is the next thing, and it says drop your hand swords. 5. Okay, I've already done that. So everybody's drawing their 5 cards. Okay, so now we go to the hero phase. Each player may move and perform one of the following actions: attack a monster, search a spawn point, any action provided by an objective or focus card. Okay, now you can do that in any order. Like you said, you can either do it in between. Like I know it says I know it's going to cost 2 movement points to move into here, but let's just say it was regular terrain and I can move 1, I can attack and then move 1 again. Okay, so you can do that. So that's probably what we're going to do. Now, these corrupted animals have a special ability. Explosive decomposition. If killed using bullets or bombs, all heroes in this location take 1 unblockable damage. So we don't want to kill these guys in our location. And then we kind of do with the brawl because we still need to acquire specimen samples. Remember that. We need to do that. The malignant vermin here. Look at these cards. Have a special ability, and it's any location containing a malignant vermin is considered difficult terrain. Okay, and I randomly you hear your spawn points right there. There's numbered 1 through 12. So like this is 9, and you basically got to search them. When you search them, you draw a card from the recon deck. There are also spawn points to where at the beginning I rolled a 12-sided die, and for each monster, and that's where they popped up, and that's what you do during the spawn phase. So each phase part we're going to have to do that. If we are in a space with a spawn point and there are no monsters will not spawn from that spawn point. We've secured it. Okay, so next thing is any action. Okay, so let's see what we want to do. I probably want to do Sarge here because we got 2 monsters right there on our butt. And let's see here. I have pump action. I can attack. Center mass, which looks a little bit better. However, these are all 0 range. I need to do one with 1 range. So, what I'm going to do is I want to attack one of these guys because I don't want them in the same space as us. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably play pump action and attack this monster right here. Let's just go ahead and do that. Leaves me with those cards, and I get to roll 4 die. And these are big, thick die. Look, I mean, these are huge die. So I kind of like that. You don't see many die like that. So roll them, and we're looking for at least 3 bullets. Well, I got it. Barely, but I got it. I got 3 bullets there, so I can kill this monster. Now, you don't get any type of experience or anything like that from doing it, so, okay. And then, I will not do anything else. I'm not going to move. Well, well, these guys will come. Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna move him here, and I'm gonna take which one? Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. There's also a special thing you can do with these guys. Henry has, if you are within range 1 of this specialist, you may reroll 1 attack die when you perform an attack. And Patrick Cake has, if you are within range 1 of the specialist, you may perform a search action as a free action. So that's good. So I'll move him there, and I'll take Cake with me. Next player's turn. All right. Now, we want some samples. And what I'm probably going to do is we got a rat here, and so these guys won't explode if we just beat them up with a fist. So I have I want to use, well, wow, I have 2 tactical response cards. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to move. We're going to move him. He's going to move 2, and I'm going to have Henry with me, because remember, we want to get him some damage. And I'm going to play between the ribs. It's going to let me roll 2 brawler die and try to kill this guy. So let me see. See, you may re-roll 1 attack die. Okay, so we're going to play that. I get 2 die. Alright, look at that. 3 fists. So, we killed this monster, which was good. And let's see here, no more than X is 1. So we do get an intel token. So we're going to put an intel token, one of these, right here, on here. Let me know we have done no problem with that. We have done that. Okay. That worked out pretty good. Next up, we have our demolitions man. And probably what I'm probably going to do with him is I'm going to have him move here. And he's just going to go ahead and search. So we're going to flip that spawn point off. Let's flip it. And we're going to get our first card here. And guess what? It's going to be a gear card. Let's see what it is. Misfired cartridge. The second you plug the partially ejected cartridge from the dead man's gun, you realize that you made a mistake. Great. Oh yeah, did I mention in this game that gear can be bad? I don't know. Yeah, what gear can... Okay. This game is just going to be brutal. An icy shiver runs down your back as the curse finds a new victim. If you attack a minion or elite and fail to kill it, advance the threat track 1 space. You may discard this item if you attack a monster using a single card and kill it. Okay, well that's not that good. Alright, well, okay. Okay, so next up is going to be our sniper, Frank Twopenny. And we're going to move him here. We're going to split the group up a little bit. He's going to move 2. And then I'm thinking about maybe using his focus. This actually might not be too bad. And I'm thinking about playing this hydrostatic shock. And that gives me a range of 1. So there's 1. Well, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So actually I could do this.
because I can focus my to a minimum of 2. Oh, okay. Well, no, I read that wrong. Okay. Well, dang it. Well, let me see here. Let me see if there's something that has better range. No. Well, that stinks. Well, I mean, it's kind of alright, because all monsters are a little bit far away, so I don't think there's anything else I can do with him. However, no, wait, yeah. I wonder if there's anything I could play to move. You know, I might do that. I might play a reaction card. There was one. Well, he didn't use any cards. Let me see if he's got one. Play before an ally. Play at the end of ally's turn. You may draw 1 card. No. You may move to their location and draw. I may do this with Rat, however. I may do this. I may do this right here. It's 2 range, 1, 2, so we're fine. Play when an ally is moving to allow them to move 1 additional space, ignoring difficult terrain. So what I may do is I may move him here. And I'll play that card. And then he can search. So we'll flip this one over. He searches. Oh man, I didn't shuffle these with the flip. Gear. Alright, locked pillowcase. You see the attack coming, but somehow you can't bring yourself to move. All you can do is scrabble helplessly at the tiny latch, desperate to find what you need inside. No one may intercede when you make a target, when you are targeted by an attack to make themselves a target, and you may not intercede on the behalf of another hero to do the same. This item may not be discarded. Okay. What are they talking about? Intercede. Okay. Let's say for a second that both guys were here, and this monster here came over here, and he only had 1 card, so he's going to get attacked. He's going to get knocked down. I could say, hold up, let me intercede, you attack me, monster, and then the monster attacks. Same thing, vice versa. I can move into that, you know, I could say, hey, you know, I'm interceding, don't attack him, he's only got 1 card left, attack me. Well, that's what intercede is. However, this guy can't do it. However, I do have 2 spawn points covered up, so. But, yeah. What crappy gear. I mean, come on, man. Alright, well, whatever. Okay. So let's start our threat phase. We move the threat token. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move this here. And it goes to 2. Okay. Activate monster. Activate each monster in turn, beginning with minions and ending with the boss. You would go minions, elite, boss. We don't have any elites yet or a boss on the board. So let's take a look, and we'll start with our corrupted animals here. As you can see, let's look at the card, and the card says they can move 2 spaces. Now, every time after you do the card, you're going to roll. You're going to roll this green die. This green die has 3 things on it. It has a cup, has a blank, and it has this little monster figure. If you roll and you get this little monster figure, that means the monster moves 1 more space. Okay? If you get the cup, that means the monster does its special ability. These special abilities, attack range is increased by 1. Now the range is already 0, I'm sorry. So they would go up to 1, the next thing. But if they can't do it, they can't do it. So monsters move towards the closest hero. And then we have the malignant vermin. And their special thing is attack inflicts +1 damage for each other malignant vermin in its location, and they move 2 spaces as well. So let's start with these guys. We'll start with him. He's going to move 1, 2, and we're going to roll the green die. Alright, he got the cup, so he can attack. His range has been increased by 1. So he's going to attack, and I guess he'll attack the leader. Because then it says if you attack, you go in turn order, and leader was our turn order. So let's look at it. Alright, they have to attack. So we rolled 2 dice, and they go by the bullets. Okay, wow, that was terrible. 4 hits on me. Jesus Christ. Now there's nothing I don't think I can do to stop that. Oh. I could do that. Huh. Let's see. That's not gonna do nothing. Okay, there's nothing I can do with that. Jeez. This would have been a good one to do, however, I'm not. I have to be 2, 1, 2. I'm not close enough. That sucks. Okay, so the only thing I might can play is this. Play. What was this? When a monster reduced damage from its attack by 1, that still wouldn't do me. Okay, so I actually have gotten a knockdown. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's the wrong guy. My bad. My bad. Actually, we can't play that. Okay, so we are going to play this. Covering fire. Because it's a... Wait a minute. No, it's not. It's him who got attacked. I keep forgetting that. So play, perform an ally. I have all my cards, so actually it wouldn't knock me out. Okay, so I'm going to have to do 4 cards. Okay, so I'm still up. Alright. Okay. Next is this monster right here. He's going to move 1, 2, and he's in his space. However, I think what I'm going to do, actually no, I'm not going to do anything, and the monster's going to attack. So it's going to, we don't have to really roll for special, but it's going to go ahead and attack, and it gets 1 hit. Okay, so he's going to take 1 damage, and I just have to figure out what card I want to get rid of. Probably a grenade launcher here. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. Then we have, well, this one right here. He's going to move 1, 2, and let's see what he gets. He rolled that, so he can move again, and he moves into there, and he's going to attack as well. He gets 2 die. Okay. He uses the fist. I got 1 fist, so I got to take another damage. Okay, I'll get rid of the bayonet since I have another one. Alright, and now we have these 3 right here. This is not going to be good. So they move 2, so we'll do this one 1, 2, and we roll the die, the green die. And again, he's moving 1. So we got a whole slag of here. He's going to do the fist. This time he got 3 fists. Ugh. I'm going to play this. Play after monster attack to attacks an ally to halve its damage, rounding down. So I'm only going to take 1 damage for that. Okay. Now this one, 1, 2. It rolled its special, which is when attack inflicts. Well, it can't attack. It's 1 away. So, and then this one, 1, 2. And I got a blank, so no special ability. Okay, so that's all the monsters. They moved. They hurt us a little bit. Now we have spawn monsters. Okay, so we have 2 monsters we gotta spawn, so let's roll this die. 6. Well, let's find 6 on the map. Here. And 5, which is back here. Okay, and that is basically our first turn. Now, pretty simple. The hard part is just going over remembering the cards. So, what I'm thinking about doing is playing a tactical response, man. Jeez. Alright, we know who our first player is. It's Abe. Or play tactical response. Let's see here. Okay, I could do this one. I'm going to need to. And I think I'm going to do that. And our grenade guy is going to do this. Tactical response. Even though he's kind of hurt. And it's basically what it says is roll 4 attack die against each monster in your sector, inflicting damage for any brawl hits rolled and ignoring its resistance. Each time you kill one, you may move to its location. Which is really good. Our sector includes this whole tile. So I can do this for 4 monsters. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll start with him. Okay, well I got 4 brawl. He's dead. I can move to his space. That's what it says. Each time you kill one, you may move to its location. So let's start with him. Let's do him. 1, 2, 3. I think I killed it. Does he have any defense against brawl? He does have defense against brawl, but they only have 1 health. So that's the difference between them. They only have 1 health, so he's dead. Okay. Let's do this, and we're gonna move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we killed him. And on this guy, oh yeah, he's dead. So we cleared out some monsters here with a tactical response. It was very good, very good, very, very good. However, now we can draw cards. However, he will not get to draw any cards. So we give 2 to the leader, 4 to Sonny here, and 4 to Frank. Now, I just want to go ahead and say, when you run out, you just reshuffle. Okay? And also, there are upgrade cards. The mission specifics at the beginning tell you, hey, add in a couple upgrade cards. So you would add them to your deck. So there we go. Okay, now what do I want to do? And who do I want to go? Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, I got rid of some of the glare, so I hope that's a little bit better. Alright, so what I want to do with Sarge. Well, with Rat, I think Rat's gonna go first, and he's just gonna move here, and he's gonna search. So we'll search that one, and we'll grab the top card of the recon deck because we know all the gear cards are taken. Alright, 2 tiny crystal figures sit inside the velvet box. Reflections of things that aren't here move endlessly across the facets. Forbidden knowledge wells up in your mind as the figures burst. You may swap the locations of one minion and one elite, or move a minion to any spawn point of your choice. I think I want to do that. I'm going to move this minion all the way back over here to spawn point 10. Okay. And that was Rat's turn. Now Sarge here is going to go, and he's going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to use his focus. As an action, you may allow an ally in your location to draw 1 card, and that's what he's going to let Rat draw a card. Okay. Unfortunately, Sarge doesn't have anything that has any range whatsoever. I mean, it's terrible. I may do this one though. Yeah, I may end up doing that one. Alright, so next is Don here. And he's just going to move 1, 2, and he'll take him with him. Kind of want to stay a little bit close together. And let's see here. Next, oh, well, we took him with us too. Next is our boy here. And he's going to try to attack. They have a 3 defense on grenades, so I don't really want to do that. Hydrostatic shock or headshot. Okay, I'm going to play hydrostatic shock. It's going to give me 3 die. And I have to have 3 hits. I didn't get any. Look at that. That's terrible. Oof. Okay. And then I will move here as well. Alright. And that's basically that turn. I guess we do the next part. We have the advance of threat token. So we have this moved here. Okay. Then we have activate monsters. Okay. So we'll start with this guy way up there. And he'll move 1, 2. And he's going to roll a green die. And nope. Nothing doing. Okay. He'll move 1. However, hold on, there's a card I want to play for him. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from moving. It's the Knuckle Duster here. So he's going to play that. So he's going to prevent this one from moving. Okay. Alright. He played a reaction. Maybe... Then I'm going to play another reaction here for him. He's not going to move. So therefore he can't attack. And the only one we have left is this guy, and he's going to go ahead and go in here. And he will attack Sarge, since Sarge was the first player. And he's going to get 2 die. And he got 1 fist. So Sarge takes 1 damage.
I can live with that.
Alright. Now let's spawn some monsters here. 8. Okay. 9. Well, we just left 9. Dang it. 12. It's way up there. 11. Over here. Okay. So that's where we're at. Now we go back to the tactical phase. So anybody got any good tactics I might want to use? I mean, he's got 4 cards. He's got 4 cards. Let's see. Kill all minions, elites occupying spawn points in any one sector. Man, that headshot though, that's pretty good. Wow. Man, leaves him with 3 cards. Yeah, okay. I tell you what, we're gonna play that, and we're gonna kill these 2. Wait, in a sector. So we'll do this sector right here. These 2 monsters are taken out. Okay, so he played his tactical response, so only has 3 cards. Sarge can draw 2. Rat can draw 2. And he can draw 1. Okay. Now, there is another thing that says you can leave a space with a monster as long as there are not more monsters than heroes. Okay? So, just remember that. But, you know, with Sarge, I do have center mass. I think I'm going to pop that malignant vermin. And try to kill him. I'm going to play the center mass. And we're going to get 3 die. Alright, and I got 3 bullets, which is enough to kill the malignant vermin. Okay, then I'm going to move here. I'll take him with me. And as a free action, I get to search because I have him with me. So let's go ahead and search that. Let's do this recon here and see what it says. Booby trap. You see a nearby creature begin to charge towards you, only being engulfed by a fountain of debris. The sounds of explosion punches you in the chest and rockets you back on your heels. Roll 1 attack die and apply any bomb damage to the nearest minion or elite. Well, I guess this one, 2, 3, 1, 2. I guess it would be that one. Yeah. Okay. Any bomb damage. Well, no, didn't hurt. Okay. So nothing happened there. Okay, what do I want to do with rat here? Can rat, let's see. Okay, I'm moving rat. We're gonna move 1, 2. And I think I'm gonna do the bullseye attack on him. Just give me 3 die. I don't mind taking the extra damage. Wait a minute. That may not, I may not have to do that. Hold on. How's the marksman? He has the hydrostatic shock. We're going to use the marksman. And we're going to do his range up to 2. So he's going to shoot him. He's going to do hydrostatic shock, 3 die. Yes, that's a kill. So he kills that. We'll move him 1, 2. Okay, then we'll rattle go. He'll go 1, 2, and he'll search. Let's see what we get. Cage of bones. You find a delicate cage of bones hidden underneath some debris. Inside is what appears to be a translucent beetle. It glows with a soft blue light, and the sound of chimes and distant laughter fills the air as it rustles its wings. You break open the cage, and it circles you in gratitude before vanishing into the distance. Flip the lucky coin face up. Well, dang it. That could have been good. Alright, well, alright. Didn't do that too good. Alright, now let's move our 2 guys here. And they're gonna search. And so we get another recon card, and this is Parasitic Wasp. Alright, you hear the buzzing whine of wings before you feel the pain. Soft-bodied and pale, it clings to the back of your hand and dries its barbed mouth parts deep into your skin. Instantly, you find yourself looking out the other eyes, moving with other limbs. Select any minion or elite. You may move at a distance up to speed, then make it attack another monster. Huh, okay. Okay, I'll move this one 2 spaces, and it's going to attack that corrupted animal there. It uses fist, yeah, and it did 2 fists. It didn't kill it. That's a shame, but hey, it moved back 2 spaces, so that's fine. Okay, and that's all the heroes. Yeah, I think we're doing so-so. I mean, yeah, I think we're doing okay. So it's a threat turn, and so we're going to get right here our first twist, and this is Pack Instincts. When the spawn die results in a monster being spawned in a location within range 2 of a hero, immediately spawn the next monster in the same location. Okay, well that's terrible. Alright, let's activate monsters, and we'll activate this one first. And it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. It's going to go here actually. 1, 2. And attack. Sarge can take it. 2 die. Fist. 2 fist. Okay, Sarge is going to get hit twice. I discard these 2 cards here. Okay, that one up there, but I may play a card. He's going to react. He's going to... No, he can't do that. It's only 1 away. Yep, okay. So he's moving. 1, 2. We have to roll for a special. It does get it special. So, +1 damage for each other malignant vermin in here. So, we got problems. We got some problems. That may have been a bad tactical mistake right there. Okay. Okay, well, I lucked out. I only rolled one fist. So it's going to be two fists. It gets rid of his cards. He's not knocked down yet. Alright, so I barely survived that. Okay, so next one is we have up there. See what happens with that malignant vermin. Okay, well, he's not going to attack. He's just going to move 1, 2 here. And then the corrupted animal, blank, so he moves 1, 2. Okay. Do we want to play a tactical response? We probably do. Move 2 spaces, ignoring difficult terrain. Kill all enemies in your starting location and each location entered. Ooh, that's really good. However, that's for a rat. That's not going to do anything. I have no tactical responses I can play. Boy, did I get screwed on that. Boy, did I screw up on that. Yes, I did. Okay, can't play any tactical responses. Could the grenade guy have? Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. That's all tactical responses. Oh yeah, we have to spawn new monsters. That's right. I forgot about that. So let's spawn some monsters. 9. Right here. 1, 2. And because of that now, so the next one is going to spawn there. 2. Way over here. And last one, 1. Where's 1? Right here. Well, that would be the last one to spawn. Okay, so we got a full plate on our hands. Oh, now we would do tactical responses. We can't do anything. Well, no, still no with rat. I mean, I can move rat. I could do this. Move 2 spaces, ignoring difficult terrain. Kill all minions and elites in your start in each location entered. So I might as well. So let's move him 1, 2. He kills this guy. And I got rid of that tactical response. He has 4 cards, so he's okay. Alright, so let's draw cards for our leader. Rat doesn't draw any. Our demolition man had 5 cards still, so he's alright. And he draws 3. Alright, let me think about kind of what I want to do. Okay, so probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to move him 1, 2. And I'm going to take a shot at one of these guys. And I'm going to use the hydrostatic shock. And I'm going to attack him. 3 die. Oh my god. And that totally failed. So that was just bad. Okay. That was terrible. Oh boy. Well, what can I do with Sarge? The only thing I can do with Sarge here is attack. I may do the stock strike because this is just a fist attack, so well, yeah, we'll do that. 3 die. Alright, I screwed that up. However, he has it. Oh
Oh man, dang it. Dang it. Shoot, man, I've been rolling terrible now. Okay, well, that's not going to do anything, so he's hurting. He's going to be hurting. Well, then I have to move. Well, let's move these two in here. Let's move him. He's gonna move 1, 2, and he's going to do haymaker. He gets 2 die. Let's play 2 haymakers. That's 4 die. That's a little over. Well, no. Let's play 1. I can re-roll a die if I need to. Okay. I guess I'll re-roll a die. I don't know which one I'll re-roll. When you perform a bomb attack, you may choose a single... Oh, wait a minute. Not the haymaker. The concussive device. That's a fist. Oh, that's 3 die. Okay, that's 3 die, 3 fist. That's 5 fist. That kills it. Unfortunately, I did one more damage. More damage I needed to, so that guy's not going to get intel token put on there. However, wait a minute. I couldn't even have done that because they were here. If I remember correctly. Yep. So let me see. I'll probably play a high X. It's not ideal, but I'm going to throw that high X there. And it's going to affect both targets. I got 3 grenades. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. So this guy is dead. This guy is still alive. We weren't able to kill it. And I'll just leave them there. Okay. Rat's turn. Rat's gonna move. Or Rat can do something. And I probably won't move him. What I'll probably do is I just have him stay there. He can do bullseye. And he's gonna attack this one again. Alright, that time he got it. So this one's dead. And then what I may do, yeah, okay, I'll keep it like that. That's where we're at. He killed a minion. You may discard this item if you attack a monster using a single card and kill it. He used 1 card, so we can get rid of that. That crappy gear card. And that is it for our heroes. Let's do our monsters now. We got to move the threat track up. So let's do that. We'll start with I guess, going left to right. We'll do him. He goes 1, 2. Let's see if he gets a special. He gets to move 1 more, so he's here, and he's going to attack. And Rat's going to intercede. Well, actually, he can't. So
Here we go. Alright, so that's going to be 2 wounds on our marksman here. I'll get rid of these 2. Okay. Then we're going to have him here. And he's going to attack. Wait. Okay, actually, what we're going to do is he's going to play this right here. Won't let it move, and if I roll good enough, it won't be able to attack. Okay, so alright, so that's fine. It won't move, it didn't get to attack. Alright. This one right here is of course going to attack Sarge. And wow, that's terrible. That does 3 damage. So Sarge takes 3 hits. But he's still standing. And then of course this one here is going to move. And he's going to attack our grenade guy. And he does 3 hits as well. Man, they took some damage. Okay. So they took some damage. So now we have to spawn the monsters. And we have a 3. Which is where we're standing, so it's not going to spawn there. Well, actually it is. It's going to spawn there. Damn it. That means another one spawns there. It's 9. So these 2 spawn here. So we are again in trouble. And, you know, I don't have any tactical responses. So, man, this is just getting worse by the freaking minute. I was doing good. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. I gotta shuffle some cards here, so let me do that. And figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. No tactical responses. That's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna start with Sunny this turn. And I'm probably gonna play Concussive Device again. It's a brawl. 3 die. And that's 3. And that is enough to kill him. And I don't overdo it. So we take him off the board. We get another intel token. Put it there. And then what I'm going to do with him is I'm moving him up. Actually, I can move 1, 2. Okay. Alright. I think with these 2, we can move them out of the space. No problem. I think what I may do is, however, I may do some... I'm going to have Rat try to kill this guy. And I'm going to try to do between the ribs. And I want to play 2 beneath the ribs. That's 4 die. And that is enough. So he's dead. Then I'm going to move him 1, 2. Okay. Then our marksman here is going to move back. He's going to move here 1. And probably what I'm going to probably do is do hydrostatic shock, 1 range, and I'm going to kill one of these little rat monsters. I'll try to kill one of these little rat monsters. And I do kill one of these rat monsters, so that's fine. So one of these rat monsters is dead. That's taken out. And now it's Sarge's turn. And what do I want to do with him? I'm going to do stock strike. 3 fists. And I'm going to attack him. obviously it doesn't inflict any damage on us. Oh, but I can, no I cannot. I cannot re-roll a die. That is, damn. Okay, that's only 2 fists. That's not good enough. Oh, I could have played this to tear attack strength by 2. Okay, play when the ally. Oh, no, I can't play that. Not in range. Okay, this one I can play. I can play a reaction to that. Play before an ally performs. Let's just say I would have did that anyways. Attack strength by 1. Okay, that's good enough. So that kills that. Because it was very important I kill that, as if I didn't see that. I just didn't see it. I would play that anyways. Alright, so now what he can do is Sarge can move, because there's only one monster, there's not more. He can move 1, 2, and we move back. And that's basically it. So let's do the monster phase. We have our twist going here. Let's put that, and we'll start with him. Of course, he's going to go into here and he's going to attack. And he does 2 hits. So we'll take these 2 and get rid of them. Okay, now there. Oh man, I don't have any. Who attacks an ally? Play before monster. Well, shoot. I was gonna say that don't let him move, but okay, that's fine. We'll start with him. 1, 2. He's probably gonna go down now. Yeah. Alright, so he has this card. He goes down, and we have to flip the lucky coin. Okay. Now, these monsters will ignore him. They're not going to mess with him. So, we're going to move him 1, 2. And let's see if he gets a special thing. Does not. And then he moves 1, 2. Okay, he can attack. And I guess he'll attack Sarge. And he does bullets. And so he got hit 3 times, so he loses all 3 of these cards. However, he's still okay. Okay, that's it. Now we have our heroes phase, and we have a tactical response. Unfortunately, that's not going to help. All other heroes may draw up to a hand size of 7 this round. That's not going to help either. Now, if I want to, I can play possum with him. He can stay down and not do anything this turn. He's not affected by anything. So if I want to do that, that way if I, let's say I wanted to throw a grenade into here, he would not be affected by it. That's a really kind of a cool ability. So all the tactical responses I got are not that good. So yeah, okay. We'll just draw our normal cards. And maybe we can kill some guys here. And here we go. Okay, so let's start with our grenade guy. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Again, we forgot to spawn monsters. We sure did. So let's spawn some monsters. 2. Alright, we're going to get those there. 4. Where the hell's 4? 4 is right here. So these 2 are going to spawn right here. Jeez. Okay, so we'll start with these guys, and they'll move here. And I don't have much range of anything, so that's a problem. Anyways, we're going to search. Fairy fuel. Ah, the fuel shed is a wreck. Something burst through the east wall, making it lean dangerously to one side. A fuel can is visible, so you risk entering. Unfortunately, pulling it from the shelf unbalances the precarious shed and collapses on you. Your pin, worse, the noise has attracted ambush. You are ambushed by a corrupted animal. You may not move or perform actions until another hero frees you by spending an action in this location. When you are freed, place an intel token on the objective. Okay, so this corrupted animal, it says to do the one farthest away, is going to ambush us and attack. And I only take 1 hit, which is actually not that bad, so I'll lose that. But I can't do anything until somebody else frees me, which is kind of stupid. That guy could free me. But, you know, hey. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. I might can do something. Let me see here. Can we have... Okay, let's do Sarge first. And he's going to do pump action and try to kill one of those corrupted animals. And let's see, can we reroll? Well, who's the guy that lets me reroll? Okay. So I was unsuccessful. Okay. However, I am going to play this reaction here. Play when allies moving to allow them to move one. Oh, that's right. I wouldn't have been able to attack. Okay, so hold on. Let's do this. Rat's going to play this. A reaction card. And they're going to move 2, and then they're going to get to do an additional space. And then Sarge is going to do his action and stand him up. Okay, that's fine. Now it's Rat's turn. And I have no cards for more than 1 range, so I'm in trouble unless I got something that lets me move. No, I do not. Alright, so Rat here is in trouble. So I will move Rat here, and he's going to search. Let me find another recon here. Oh, I get to put an intel token. That's right, because we did stand up. There.
A foul wind blows over you, carrying with it the stench of decay. The sound of wings rises to a deafening roar, and the light dims as hundreds of small shadows pass over you. When the light returns, you find yourself surrounded by dead crows. If the lucky coin is face up, flip it face down. Well, it is not. So, yeah. Okay, so that was that turn. I'm going to continue to play possum with him. So let's do our threat here, and we have our second twist, and this is... When a hero is damaged by a monster, the cards they discard must be selected randomly. Okay. That's terrible. Alright, and now we have to do some movement. Now let's start with this. He's here. He's going to attack. He can attack Sarge. He does 1 damage. Okay, he's moving. 1, 2, and let's see. Okay, he can move another space. Okay. Now let's see here. What I'll do is, since they're really equal distance, looks like I'm going to die anyway, so I'm going to move him here. He's moving there. And he gets to roll. And he's going to attack Sarge. And he whiffed. Okay. So this one moves here. 1, 2. And let's see if he gets a special. No. Alright, so he's rolling 2. And he's attacking Sarge. Okay, Sarge takes 1 hit. Okay, so now we have these 4 here, and the question is, what do I do? I know they can attack Rat, or they would attack Sarge, but there's too many things in that space, man. So, yeah, that's not going to be... Well, it says they're equal distance. It would be the first player and the first player's Sarge. They try to go towards Sarge. So, okay. So, 1, 2. So, we have all these guys here. And we'll do them first. However, I'm going to play this reaction card. And it's only going to get to attack with 1 die. Alright, Sarge takes a hit. Then the other one attacks. Okay, he whiffed. Okay, so now these 2 move here. Thanks. Okay, so they move there. However, Grenade Guy is going to intercede for 1 attack. So he's only going to get attacked once. Okay, he took 1 damage. Okay. And then the other one's attacking Sarge. And Sarge takes 2 damage. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. We have to do for their special, because they get +1 for each malignant. So that was... Did that one? Okay, no. And then special for Sarge? No. Okay. So Sarge takes 2 pops and loses all his cards, but he's still here. So now it is our hero's turn, and we can only play... We play Tactical Strike. However, we're going to have a problem. We don't have any good tactical strikes, so there's nothing we can play. You know, I mean, there's just nothing. We don't have any, so
Let's draw our cards. Okay, rat can draw. Okay, he can draw, and then he can draw. So let me shuffle up. Alright. Well, first, he's getting stood up, and I'm going to move him here. And he's going to just try to take out a monster. He's going to try to take out one of the little rat monsters. And he does. Okay, and actually, since that rat monster is killed in that guy's space with the intel, and we did no more than one more, we actually get an intel token. So we have 3 intel tokens right here. So we have done good. We've completed this objective. Okay, and that's his turn. What do we want to do with rat? Okay, rat has point blank. He doesn't have any range attacks for it to flip. Be. So, I mean, I can send him on his own, and I can try to have him do another space here. 1 to 2. I mean, that's just, I don't even know about that. I mean, I can move him 1 and have him try to kill one more monster. But I don't have any. I don't have anything that has any range. That's the problem. So there's nothing I can do. Okay. So now we have our Sarge and our demolitions guy, and we can't move out the space. We can try to kill another monster. So we'll try center mass here, and we'll try to kill one of those rat monsters. Okay, that's good enough. So another one of these is gone, and there's really nothing I can do. And now it is the demolitions guy. Now, actually, the demolitions guy here, I can play this satchel charge. However, it's going to hurt everybody in there. So that's a risk. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to get overwhelmed next turn anyways. So might as well just roll 5 grenades and blow the hell out of the whole thing. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can get rid of one more monster, and at least 4 monsters in there. One more can come over there and attack. And so, you know, there's nothing I can do. If I throw that grenade, I at least get a chance. However, that's going to inflict some wounds, so I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I do have a reaction card. Okay, that actually is play before minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from activating. That's going to save me. Okay, so what I will do is I'll do 2 haymakers, and I want to try to take out one of those corrupted animals. Okay, that just did it. So one of these guys is taken out. Okay. Alright, so that's what I'm left with. That's what I'm left with. So, it is now the
monster's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna play that card. First we'll know this one's gonna activate, okay? So this one's gonna activate and he's gonna move here. Towards Sarge. And he's gonna get 2 die. Let me see if he gets a special. He does. Alright, so he inflicted, Jesus, 4 damage on Sarge. Okay, that's gonna wipe Sarge out, but he's still alive. Okay, now, as a reaction, I'm playing this. Because this minion would activate now. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from activating. Okay, we're playing that. So that means none of those minions are activating. So they're not going to attack. They're not going to move. They're not going to do anything else. Okay, that's fine. Now, that's good. Now, what I do is I have to spawn some monsters. We got 3 we're going to spawn. We have 4. So 1 here. 1 here. 12. Okay, so he's here. Okay, now it's the tactical response phase, and I do have a good one. Kill up to 4 minions and elites anywhere on the battlefield. Now, that's not going to leave him with any cards he can draw. That's 4 monsters dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill these 4. They're gone. Okay, that makes things much, much better. Of course, he's not going to draw any cards. That's fine. Our leader's going to have to draw some. He can draw some cards. Ooh. And what I may do is an action, I may let him draw a card. Because I can do that. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Let me show. Okay, first thing I may do is I'm going to do the marksman. And what he's going to do is he's going to try to kill that little rat. And he's going to do... We'll have a direct hit. So he's going to get 4 die. Okay, and he killed him. So this monster is now dead. Then I'm going to move him 2 to there. Okay. Now Sarge can go. And Sarge is going to move here. And he's going to try old pump action. We're going to spend 2 cards to do pump action. So we kill it. And we did. Okay, so this monster is dead. Okay, now, grenade guy. Well, let's move these 2. First of all, let's move these 2 guys here. They're going to be with him here. Grenade guy is going to move with them as well. I don't know. Do I have anything that pops 2? No, I do not. I only have 1 card anyways. So let's just have him go here. Okay, now Rat's going to go here. And he's searching. And what does he find? Voices from the future. You uncover a battered radio. The case is cracked and shattered glass from the tubes rattles when you pick it up. The power cord dangles uselessly in the air, but the radio plays softly all the same. A voice calls out to you over the weird tonal music playing in the background. You never reveal what it said, but you prepare nonetheless. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck. Okay. So I will do that. Alright, do that real quick. Okay, so let's do the threat track here. There we go. Now, I'm going to play a reaction card. 2-penny hit. Play before an ally... Oh, that's not it. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from moving. So these 2 can't move. And they don't have the range to attack, to be honest with you. So that's fine. So we did that. Now we have to spawn some monsters. We're gonna have a lot we're gonna spawn here, but that's okay. 2. Right here.
4. Well, we're going to have 2 more here, because we are in 2 range of heroes. 5 down here. 3 right here. Okay. Now, I'm thinking about playing a tactical response. Unfortunately, there are no monsters in my sector. Well, that's garbage. However, I think I know what I'm going to do. We are going to play tactical response. And it's all other heroes may immediately perform an action starting with the player to your left. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is... Well, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah, why not? Alright, so this is what we're going to do. He is moving 2. He is moving 2. And he gets a free action because of him. So there we go. Engine propeller. Alright. The silver gleam of the prop draws an eye. At first it appeared to be stuck in a pile of rags and garbage. When you try to pull it free, the pile leaps to his feet. You are ambushed by a corrupted human from the reserve world. Place an intel token on the objective. Okay, so we just gotta get to the exit. And this is our corrupted human guy. And he's a nasty dude. He's ambushed. Which means he's going to immediately attack. He has 2 dice. They're fist. Does he get attack inflicts 1 bonus hit? Let's see. Nope. 2 fist. 2 fist on a marksman. That's fine. Okay, and then Rat. Remember, Rat gets an action. Rat doesn't have anything worth a flip. So let's move him back 1. And okay, so we played that tactical response. Now everybody gets to draw cards, except for the leader. Rat doesn't need to. He can. And of course, he needs to. When an ally is moving, allow them to play, allow them to roll difficult terrain. Okay, well that's actually not bad. I can play 1 reaction card. I also play an action. We can move out of that space, actually, so all we gotta do is get the hell out of here. We don't have to kill that guy. So there's the exit right there. I didn't get anything with Rat for shit. So I guess we can start with Rat. And he'll just move right here. Okay, that's fine. Next, I'm going to play a reaction. Play when an ally is moving to allow them to ignore difficult terrain. Okay, so the marksman is doing that. And we can do one within 2 spaces. So we're going to move. We're going to let him move. First thing he's going to do, though, is he's going to throw a grenade. Well, I don't even... Yeah, a 5 die. That could... He's going to do the satchel charge. And he's going to throw that... Now, he's going to... he may choose to affect a single target. He's trying to affect big monster. This guy has 8 health, so I don't think I'm going to kill him. But, you know, it's worth a try. So... Okay. 5 dice. Maybe get lucky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not good enough. Alright. Okay, well, we tried. However, they can ignore difficult terrain. So we'll move him 1, 2. Okay. Now, the marksman's turn. There's no point in doing that. I mean, I can roll 6. Well, he's going to try. He'll play his regular card, 6, with a headshot. I mean, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was close, but no cigar. Yeah. He could have done a reaction. The attack strength by 2. Oh, yes! That kills this guy. So this guy is dead. We killed him. Okay. Then we will move him 1, 2. Okay. Now it's Sarge's turn. He's the last one. He's going to go here. And let's see here. He has nothing he can really do. So that's it. That's the turn. So let's do a twist. And let's see here. We have to do monster movement and stuff like that. So, however, though, we do have some cards. I already played them. So I already played. So there's only... Okay. So there's nothing else I can do. We'll start with the easy one first here. 1, 2, and then we'll move this. And he gets to move one more space. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, and he gets 2 die. And Rat takes 2 damage. One, 2. He gets 2 die. And Rat takes 1 damage. Okay, now we have these 4. I forgot to do his action, leader's action, and that would let him draw a card. So we'll let him draw a card. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll start with him. 1, 2. And he's going to attack Sarge. Okay. So that takes down Sarge down to 2. He's got nothing left. How come we couldn't flip our lucky coin there, man? Okay. Now this one's going to come in and attack. And the grenade guy's going to intercede and say, hey, attack me. And he takes 1 damage. The other one comes in. And he's going to attack. And he gets to roll a special die. Oh, he gets an extra hit. So that's 2, 3. That's 3 damage.
There's nothing I can react to. So I've already used my reaction cards. Alright, this one's going to move 1, 2. See, does he get his special attack? No. Okay, well, that is going to be... There's nothing I can do, to be honest with you. We were almost out. But that's going to knock him down. And we already have our coin flipped. There. So, I don't know if I could have. Well, actually, I could have. Okay, well, we can keep going because I can. What I can do is I could have done this. Put this token in that space, and then that last monster, or that first monster that came in, would have died. So he would have died. That would have been one less attack. It would have evened everything out. So let's see what we have on the twist. If a blank is rolled when activating, resolve the monster's special ability. Yeah. Okay, so that actually that actually did pretty good. Actually, okay, that helped. We'll move him 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, he's there. And that's it. Now we have to spawn monsters, and we'd only spawned 1 because only one of them would have died, and we will have 3. Here we go. Now, it's our hero's turn. We have tactical response, and I think I am going to play one. Inflict a total of 12 damage to any combination of monsters in your sector, ignoring resistance. This is our sector. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That clears out that sector. So that's great. So then I can draw 5 cards for everybody. Except for our tactical response guy. Okay, so Rat is not going to do anything. He'll stay there. Let's see here. I wonder. I don't have anything that can move him extra. That sucks. Okay, well, let's move him. He's going to go here. Because he can't move in... Well, that is... No, that's yellow. So he can't move into that as difficult terrain. So, however, he's going to try to shoot. Which he can't, so that's fine. Alright. And then these guys, I can move him 1, 2... 1, 2. Let's see if I can do anything with those guys. I have no range on him. Do I have any decent range on Sarge? I do not. So honest to God, what I may do is I want to do that again. Is I want to spend another token, advance the threat track, and put that token right there. That way when that monster moves there, boom, he blows up. Then, because I don't have anything to shoot. The only one that can shoot far would be the marksman, but he doesn't have any cards that can shoot far either. So we don't we don't have any decent range. So it's the monster's turn. I advance the threat track to 12. Let's move him 1, 2. Let's roll for it special. And he gets to move one more turn. Okay. He's going to, of course, move 1, 2. And he can attack.
Okay, Sarge is going to play this reaction to half its attack. Okay, by 1, so Sarge's only going to lose 1 health. Okay, then this one's going to move to the rat. Let's see if it gets its special. Yes. Well, it doesn't really matter. And it missed completely. And that's it. So now we would spawn monsters. So let's spawn monsters. 4 right here. 12 right here. 9 right here. Another 9. 2. Where's 2? Way over here. Huh. Alright, so now it's our hero's turn. And, oh, just in case. Here we go. Actually, that monster would have blown up. I forgot about that. So let's blow him up and spawn him again. He goes to 8, which is here. Okay. The last twist is when a minion or elite attacks using Brawl, its attack affects all heroes within its attack range. That's not going to really matter because all I really have to do is kill 1 monster and then get the hell out of there. So let's do that. Let's draw everybody's cards. Okay, Sarge has 2-handed swing. We're going to do a little overkill, but who gives a shit? 6 die. Yeah, that killed it, so it's dead. And he's going to move to where Rat is. He's going to take him with him. He's going to take him with him. And then, hell, why not? And then we're just going to move these guys, and so we've done it. I know a little shenanigery with this thing, with this thing here, but I forgot I had that, so that would have been what saved me. But I tell you what, playing Possum and that tactical response and that reaction card where they couldn't activate, and then that tactical response where I was able to get rid of, hell, everybody in the sector and the 12, those things help. Alright, so that was Fire Team 0. As you can see, it's a cool little game. And you do have to think about, now I know I made a couple mistakes with the whole, again, playing that token there. But you have to think about this. I know this game seems to where it's just, you just fight monsters. They spawn monsters more and overwhelm you. And it kind of is like that. However, you really have to think about what cards you use, and if you're playing solo and you're playing with 4 players, it's a little hard because you have a lot of cards you can think. I mean, you can play 1 reaction card per guy per turn, so you have to keep all that in mind, and then you have to figure out what your attack's going to be. You have to, what kind of card you're going to use for your attack. Then you have your tactical responses. Well, if I lose this many health, do I want to get rid of the tactical response card? All that kind of stuff. So you really have to think about it, and you really have to think about using tactics where you split up, stick together, send somebody like Rat, Lone Wolf on their own. I mean, you really do. And I think that's one of the things I really like about this game is that you really have to think about what cards you're going to play and use. It can be a little overwhelming, but once you do it enough, I think you can get the gist of it, and you get good at it. It's a good game. I think they're going to do another Kickstarter on this, or they just did another Kickstarter to for the reprints or something. I know they're talking about doing a Pacific Theater campaign, which would be awesome. I like the theme of this game. I think the theme is good. I think the art. I have a few little problems with it. Mainly the gear and recon deck. What the other? Spawn 3 monsters from the spawn pool. Eek.
Yeah, okay, well that's not too bad. The good thing I didn't get that one. The twists do make it harder on them, and only having one mulligan hurts. But hey, until the next time, I will see you, and hope you have a good time until then.